Bernardo Silva to Real Madrid. Here we go. Now, I want to speak to Real Madrid right now, right? Obviously, I am happy because Bernardo Silva is joining our club. I am genuinely so excited. But I just want to talk to the point that are we genuinely obsessed with Barcelona at this point? Perez got interested in Julian Alvarez all of the sudden, right? And let's not even take it to Julian Alvarez, let's take it back to Dumfries, right? First things first, we see that Barcelona are interested in Dumfries. They're looking for a fullback. Now, this was months ago that they were interested in Dumfries, obviously. And let me guess, Real Madrid goes and snatches Dumfries from Barcelona and takes him from Inter Milan, right? Then we go to Julian Alvarez drama, where obviously Papa Perez went on social media, went on interviews, promised the fans of Real Madrid before his elections, by the way, went to the interviews and said that he wants to sign a Galactico this summer. 150 million bid is going to happen for a Galactico player. He said it's going to be Ronaldo type of level. He said it's going to be Olise type of level. And he said it's going to be who else type of level, like Kaka type of level and Beckham type of level. And I'm seeing on my screen Bernardo Silva. Now, it's this disappointment on my face is not because I don't rate Bernardo Silva. I rate Bernardo Silva, but I don't know if I would rate him as a starter, first of all. In my opinion, I would rate him more as a squad depth type of player, rotation type of player. For the past few weeks, I've been speaking about this brother going to Barcelona, right? Because Barcelona apparently have made their offer. Barcelona are very interested in Bernardo Silva. I've been saying for weeks that Barcelona, he is such a Barcelona-rooted type of player, right? But at the end of the day, he joined the Real Madrid. And when I used to say that he is perfect for Barcelona, it's not because he would start for Barcelona. I never said about him starting for Barcelona. Even Barcelona fans were in the comment section agreeing with me that he should be a squad depth type of player. He is a rotational type of player. He is not a player where you would start every single game, man. I don't know what type of role he's going to be playing in the squad. Most likely he has to be a rotational type of player. If he is a rotational type of player, I do not mind a Bernardo Silva in my team, if I'm being honest, man. Because I rate his skills, the pressure, the pressing, the passing. He is good in those aspects, obviously. But he's a bit older, that's why he's a rotational player in my opinion. And he hasn't been in the best of form, especially during the start of the season with Manchester City. But I think I have already covered about Bernardo Silva. If you watch this channel regularly, I have covered about Bernardo Silva multiple times. I have talked about his strengths and his weaknesses, and he is a good purchase. I'm not going at Bernardo Silva here, Real Madrid fans. I'm going at Perez. The fact that we are being so obsessed with Barcelona is just getting scary at this point, man. Because with the whole Julian Alvarez drama, this concluded a lot of things, by the way. The whole Julian Alvarez drama, Perez didn't want Julian Alvarez just to mess with Barcelona and up his price. That was the theory going into it, right? Even Barcelona internally, they thought that as well. They thought that Real Madrid are coming out on social media doing we bid 150 million for Julian Alvarez just to mess with Barcelona and up the price of Alvarez even more so Barcelona couldn't afford them. Everyone thought that Perez is playing a chess game and this is checkmate to Barcelona. It was not that in my opinion anymore, man. Because at this point, Perez is just obsessed with Barcelona because you can see the signs. The sign of them getting Dumfries. The sign that Perez went on interviews calling out Barcelona instead of talking about his own team who went trophyless for 2 back-to-back seasons. Perez went, our president went and spoke about why Barcelona are robbing trophies from him, that they robbed multiple trophies during his presidency and they are stealing this and stealing that and paying the referees, which instead of you focusing on your own team who was trophyless for 2 seasons, that is what you are focused on. Third thing is the Julian Alvarez drama, obviously. He genuinely might have wanted Julian Alvarez. That was actually his Galactico type of transfer, man. It's insane that he actually wanted a player just because Barcelona wanted. Julian Alvarez makes zero sense by the Real Madrid fans. If you're wondering why I'm going at the Julian Alvarez drama, it's because he makes zero sense for Real Madrid. Yet Perez still wanted him because Barcelona wanted him. And now we have Bernardo Silva. It's insane that the signs are all there, and I cannot defend Papa Perez anymore, in my opinion. You just cannot defend him, man. I was promised Olise. I was promised a Galactico to the Ronaldo level, and my mind straight up went to Vitinha, Neves, Olise, man. Instead, you go and bid for an Alvarez that we do not need, and then I see Bernardo Silva on my screen, man. Oh my god, man. Real Madrid fans are hating on this so badly on my timeline, but in my opinion, I'm not a hater. I'm not a full hater because I rate Bernardo Silva. I think he is good. I think as a rotational player, he is good. Again, I would have loved a Vitinha in that midfield, but I don't know what type of role he even is playing, man. Apparently, he has ended his agreement he had with Atletico Madrid this morning to join Real Madrid. Now, ladies and gentlemen, apparently the same morning, now this Fabrizio has confirmed this, by the way, I've saw it on my Instagram. The same morning of this agreement, he went to Atletico Madrid and he said no to Atletico Madrid because Jose Mourinho, the contractor, accepted and they want to take advantage of this morning to sign. Now, Atletico Madrid confirmed it, everything was ready, but he said no and he wants to go with Mourinho to Real Madrid. Oh my god, Cook that small club. Cook that small club of Atletico Madrid, man. I am so happy. You know, after the drama and them laughing at us, and even them laughing at Barcelona, they are our rivals, but they were moving like bunch of children, man. They were moving like bunch of unprofessional small club, and this makes me happy that we snatched Bernardo Silva from them, in my opinion, man. You know what? Good, because Atletico Madrid are probably fired up right now and they're probably turning red and they're probably crying. I didn't see their admin crying on social media yet, but it is what it is, right? And ladies and gentlemen, apparently Barcelona, internal news that Barcelona are not worried about missing the Bernardo Silva signing. They have sent an offer but never considered Bernardo key in the project. That's the thing, right? Barcelona didn't even really want Bernardo Silva, right? They wanted him, sure, Hansi Flick liked him, Deco liked him, and you know, Bernardo Silva himself offered himself to Barcelona. I covered it, I believe, 4 to 5 months ago when his contract was about to expire. So many rumors came out that he was offering himself to Barcelona. But again, Barcelona didn't take it seriously. Now, I want Barcelona to look at this situation as well, right? Sure, you can see it, oh, they're obsessed with us. Barcelona could see it as, oh, Real Madrid is so obsessed with us. Look at them, right? But at the same time, in my opinion, Barcelona should learn something from this whole thing as well, man. Because you cannot be moving like this in a transfer market when your rival Real Madrid finishes deals like that, man. The first time I've ever seen Barcelona finish a deal so fast was with the Gordon situation, in my opinion. The Gordon situation, they finished it in like 4 to 5 hours and I was shocked. The whole world were shocked. Barcelona fans themselves were shocked because not only did they pay that much money out of nowhere, like 80 million for Gordon. I was like, Barcelona were broke, what happened here? But at the same time, they finished a deal so fast. Usually with Barcelona, and the lesson they should learn with Barcelona, do not chase a player for so long, man. Either finish it quickly or don't chase him for that long, man. Julian Alvarez, they have been chasing for how many months now? Let's be honest here. For at least 3 months, man. 3 months and you haven't done a single thing but 100 million offer and they rejected it so quickly, man. It's insane that Real Madrid are doing all of this, right? Barcelona are just sat watching this in the corner, fam. And that makes me happy as Real Madrid fan. But Barcelona fans, I know you guys are kind of pissed off at the whole situation, man, because you're seeing your club with zero rumors. There's no backup for Alvarez, and I think Alvarez transfer is not going to happen. That's what I think. Because there is no way it's going to happen unless Barcelona pay 170, 180 million minimum for Alvarez, and I don't think Barcelona will pay that amount. Let's be realistic here, but I don't think he's worth 180 million, 190 million for Alvarez. I think that unbelievable striker, obviously, but I don't think he's worth 190 million in today's market. No, definitely not, man. But ladies and gentlemen, the Real Madrid fans, I mean, they are coming out on social media, obviously, cooking Real Madrid for this, saying that every signing is focusing on the short-term experience, from bringing back Mourinho to signing Konate to Dumfries and now Bernardo Silva. I swear, the minimum age of all of this, like Mourinho is like 64 years old, right? Konate is the youngest one there at 27 or 26. Dumfries is 30. And Bernardo Silva, I believe he's pushing 30 as well, if I'm not being mistaken. It's a reaction to a team that feels has lost its edge. They have gone 2 seasons without trophies, and their recruitment that time focused on potentials, even on the coach signing. But looks clearly that they have dropped that. Now, with the coach signing, age doesn't really matter. But I have said multiple times that Mourinho is a bit washed, in my opinion. I don't think it's the same Mourinho like before, obviously. I don't think his tactics would work in modern day football, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. But considering that they haven't, lost a single game with Benfica that he managed in the Portuguese league the entire season. Sure, a lot of draws, but not losing a single game is a big thing in football, man. And I think Real Madrid could benefit from that. I think the defense of Real Madrid needs to be improved, and the only one who could improve that is Jose Mourinho, if I'm being honest. Now, the attack is what worries me, but if you fix the defense, I feel like the attack will just work for itself. I feel like Mbappe, Vini, like, they are so good and such world-class players that you can depend on them in game or two, right? They can win you the game if they want it, right? If you fix the defense, I think the attack will just move swiftly, and I think Jose Mourinho is perfect for that. Now, the second reason what changed my mind about Mourinho coming to Real Madrid and me thinking he's not washed, the biggest reason was the Tchouaméni and Valverde fight, if I'm being honest. The Tchouaméni-Valverde fight just changed my mind in a lot of things, because when I saw that fight, I was like, Mourinho has to come to Real Madrid, because there is only one coach in football where he could humble those players and put them in their place, and that is Jose Mourinho, man. And that's how I see it, and that's what I think about it, right? But ladies and gentlemen, just to conclude it yet again, Bernardo Silva, welcome to Real Madrid, I guess. Again, hopefully he performs well. Hopefully, again, Real Madrid focuses more on long-term plans, like that Real Madrid mentioned in the comment. I think long-term plans are needed in Real Madrid. I mean, look at Barcelona, look at PSG, look at Bayern Munich, look at the age of the players and the project they are trying to build for the future, in my opinion, man. While Real Madrid, it looks like we're being stuck in the past a bit, but it's 3 new signings or 4 new signings with the coach. I'm not complaining at all, man. I think we should go for even more players. This is what a rebuild should look like. Just changing up the team, buying new players, changing and swapping players, getting rid of old players, and that is what Real Madrid is doing, and I genuinely respect that. What do you guys think of this Bernardo Silva situation, man? Barcelona fans, what do you think in the comment section? Because I know you guys wanted Bernardo Silva for the squad depth and rotational player, obviously, that you guys lack. And Real Madrid fans, what do you guys think of the transfer of Bernardo Silva, man? I think, in my opinion, it's good, but I feel like I'm in the minority here. I feel like the percentage of people who think that this is a good deal is very low, and I think I am in that percentage. Because I covered Bernardo Silva, I watched Bernardo Silva. Not the best of start with Manchester City, but I think he has potential. He has enough potential to be a rotational player. He shouldn't... I'm pissed because he is not the Vitinha that we wanted. He is not the actual creative midfielder that we wanted. It's needed in Real Madrid, this type of player, but in my opinion, we could have gotten like a Vitinha type of player, man. We need that creative midfielder. If you cannot get Vitinha, get someone in lower leagues that might perform, that might, play like Vitinha. It's like we don't have a scouter. We don't have a scout. We don't have a football player scout, man. Do we actually have scouts in Real Madrid, or we just look at Barcelona's interest and we go and buy Barcelona's interest, man? At this point, I'm getting pissed off, man. But thanks so much for watching. Like the video, comment down, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Subscribe to my second channel, which is the first link in the description below, where I'll be covering a lot of nations and the World Cup. Obviously, most of the World Cup coverage is going to be on that channel. And this channel is going to be Portugal, Argentina, and Spanish games. So thanks so much for watching. Like the video, and gracias.